Kencangkan sabuk pengaman adik-adik. Kita akan segera meluncur. Oke, jadi full ya. Vote-nya lebih banyak yang full ya, jadi aku nonton full ya. Mohon maaf ya yang nggak suka full, karena vote-nya lebih banyak yang full, jadi decision is decision, brother. Halo Mas Suka, halo Ayu, halo Ferdi Bianto, halo Diman Lord. Tak kasih vote lagi lah, tunggu vote dulu guys. Jangan disamain 50-50 ya. Aku belum nonton soalnya, belum nonton sama sekali bro. Special programnya aku belum nonton sama sekali. Keras banget gamenya. Emang ya? Nggak apa Alessia. Halo Faiz Ramadan, Ferdi Wianto, Ikings Franklin. Now, Nathanael, ya Citelo, halo Citelo. Lama tak jumpa. Lama tak jumpa ya guys ya. Berarti artinya tidak ikut. Jangan nyebar hoax. Halo Kasmi, halo Ikings. Halo Jamal di Solotor. Ya, vote-nya so ini masih menang yang ini ya. Ya, berhubung banyak yang full vote-nya, ya udah kita nonton full. Fan pengen protein dan lepus HP, terima kasih untuk gift 1 membership-nya. Udah saudara tepus HP dan fan pengen protein ya, aku udah minta tapi kok kalian kasih, terima kasih fan pengen protein dan lepus HP ya. Oke. Bentar ya. Oke. Waduh, wah salah kita atas udah jalur full semua. Oh man, pantesan kalian pada minta full ya. Special program tuh? Special program ini kok agak sas ya guys ya.
We're live already? Hey everyone, welcome to the program and thank you to our sponsor, the Interastral Peace Corporation. I'm your host, Astral Express crew member, March 7th.
Ya, terima kasih Doni untuk
I've been
bisa
watching
membership
my
Wuatauw.
favorite streamer in preparation, but this is still my first time hosting, so go easy on me if I mess up, okay? What was I supposed to say again? I think it was, don't forget to like, follow, and share, or I'll chicken out.
March 7 akan jadi streamer. Jangan-jangan dia adalah...
Without further ado, let's get right into the trailer.
Jangan-jangan dia adalah...
Attention all spectators! Attention all spectators! The Interastral Tournament Festival Championship is about to commence! Please take to your seats!
My friends, join me in this dance. Let's bring this exquisite celebration to its climax.
Bellabug might be in arrears, but I'm out of pocket. Go Nambi!
Nambi. Dokternya namanya Nambi. Balik ke Belopok ya ceritanya.
I returned to the Lawfu so I could surrender myself to the Alliance and atone for my sins. This will be the last you see of me. Quintet. It is time to say goodbye.
Skip.
Can't wait to... Yeah, the Trailblaze journey continues. There's loads of fun stuff waiting for us out there. Can't wait to catch it all on camera. Like Jing Liu. Never thought we'd meet a living Xianzhou legend. She's super interesting. Miss Jing Liu might look young and elegant, but people say she's experienced and super dangerous.
Udah lewat.
I was a little nervous when the director told me I'd be introducing her today. So I thought, why don't I see if I can bring in another young, elegant, experienced, and dangerous lady to help me with the intro. Next up, let's put our hands together and welcome Miss Himeko, navigator of the Astral Express.
Wow, March. Is that how you see me? I'm very flattered.
Himeko, you're here already?
That's right. I
Masalahnya
walked
dia
in just
kayak
as
Piku
someone
Brother
happened to
gimana
be
nih?
calling me a
Di
young,
WhatsApp ini.
elegant, experienced, and dangerous lady.
You're all those things? So, you want to take it from here, Himeko?
Sure thing. Where were we? Hi, everyone. As March said, I'm Himeko,
Good luck, David
navigator of
Gabriel.
the Astral Express. Today, I'll be introducing you to a living Xianzhou legend,
Udah?
Jing Liu.
Ya udah. Aku bingung dia bikin kayak part 7-nya dari VTuber atau animasi langsung. Wah, gila. Moonblade Dance, coy. Wah.
Ever since I first caught sight of her in Yenqing's tracking
Mateng
entries,
aku.
I was completely hooked. She's Jing Yuan's previous master. I bet she's got all kinds of hidden stories to tell.
As one of the High Cloud
Kok Moonblade
Quintet,
Dance
she
animasi
was
nih.
once the strongest swordmaster on the Luofu. However, due to the effects of Mara, she sometimes loses her grip on reality, perceiving herself as an unstoppable sword.
Pak
Jing
Bro.
Liu's so
Animasinya keren banget sih, bro.
She even attacked her apprentice's apprentice. And she figured out Yenqing's fighting style just from the sound of his swords. I'd bolt if I saw her coming my way.
I can't say I blame you. After the Mara took hold of Jing Liu, she became a different person. As for the day she crossed paths with Yanqing, it was quite the twist of fate.
I guess so. In any case, Jing Liu is unpredictable at the best of times. But if you catch her on a good day, she's as calm as moonlight on a
Jago nggak
silent
aku,
night.
pantesan dia milih Jing Liu.
Nicely
Betul
put.
pas.
Her power is
Keren banget,
actually
bro,
deeply
animasinya, bro.
connected to the moon's phases. Jing Liu is an ice-type character following the path of destruction, who uses 2 different states in combat.
Different states? What's that?
Think of it this way. When Jing Liu is in prolonged combat, her Mara-struck persona takes over and she changes states. When Jing Liu uses her skill,
ini aku harus ulang nih.
Transcendent Flash, she accumulates stacks of syzygy.
Whoa! Isn't Transcendent Flash the legendary sword move from Mr. Cien's story? The one that cuts through time itself?
You sure seem well-versed in High Cloud Quintet stories, March. When syzygy stacks up to a set amount, Jing Liu is consumed by Mara and enters a spectral transmigration state. In the spectral transmigration state, Jing Liu's every attack deducts a set percentage of HP from her ally's max HP. However, her attack increases according to the corresponding total HP consumed.
See? I told you she attacks her allies.
While in the spectral transmigration state, Jing Liu's skill, Transcendent Flash, becomes Moon on Glacial River, and she is unable to launch basic attacks. Moon on Glacial River doesn't consume skill points, but does consume stacks of syzygy. When stacks reach 0, Jing Liu exits the spectral transmigration state. Jing Liu's ultimate, Floor Ephemeral Dream Flux, deals a set percentage of her attack as ice damage to a single target and adjacent enemies, as well as granting her additional
menarik
stacks of
serangan yang
syzygy.
Whether
loncat
it's normal state
itu
ice
keren
beauty
banget tuh.
Jing Liu or transmigrator state, Jingliu. She's one heck of a sword master.
According to Xianzhou records, she was taken by the Ten Lords before the onset of Mara and subsequently detained in the shackling prison. The famous confrontation with her apprentice, Jing Yuan, would come later.
Becoming Mara-struck is an unavoidable fate for Xianzhou long-life species.
Dia konsum
But
HP
they're
satu
still trying
party
to
terus
find a way to break
nyerang.
free of the cycle.
In the
perlu
brand
play lagi sih.
new 1.4 mission, Clouds Leave No Trace.
840.370 Bang review DHILGW dong Bang bingung ini relik
Sudah
mending
bagus, Bang.
70.175
Iya, Bang.
atau 80.165
Lah, kenapa
ya,
donation saya selalu
CFJD-nya.
matikan di special program ya? Ya bro, udah bagus bro, tuh udah bagus menurutku. Mending yang mana yang mending yang 80/165 ya bro, ya aku suka ya, sama-sama aku suka, terima kasih, aku suka, ada ya, aku suka ya.
An anonymous
Terus
letter
jangan donate dulu
silently appears on the
sampai special program
express.
selesai ya, sabar ya.
It seems an unexpected visitor has extended an invitation and is looking to connect with Dan Heng to delve deeper into the tale of the Xianzhou. Past events may feel distant in the present, but it's only right to give this story its proper conclusion. Valiant figures from times of old reunite with familiar faces and find themselves in a world drastically reshaped from the one they once knew.
I heard the reason Jingliu wears a blindfold is to avoid catching sight of certain objects on the Xianzhou. Things that would trigger her memory and the Mara inside her.
Oh,
Well,
gunanya
not
kok itu tuh
seeing
blindfold
isn't
deh.
the same as not remembering. She's never forgotten those who fought alongside her. As for solving the Mara predicament, we'll just have to stay tuned for the upcoming Xianzhou
Aku
story.
pikir dia kayak blindfold buat gaya-gayaan doang, ternyata enggak ya.
Looks like Jingliu's next move is gonna be trending all over the Xianzhou. Hey, Himeko, what if I start doing my own live streams? They could track Jingliu's every step. I bet they'd get loads of views.
Sorry, March. I wouldn't recommend chasing trends. Your content will probably end up clashing with the IPCs.
Really? But my favorite streamers are always saying you gotta go with the hype. Anyway,
Why?
How do you think I'm doing so far, Himeko? For this episode, I did loads and loads of research. Plus, I got lots of tips from my favorite streamer.
And which streamer would this be?
Well, with this
Ta-da! She's a streamer called Gwaynaifen. Her streams are super entertaining.
Gwaynaifen? I can't say I've heard of her.
You haven't? She's on the Xianzhou too. How about... I know, I'll tell you all
Kenzunara
about
dia masih
it.
ada join bonnet. Oh, tuh dia masih Kenzunara. Queen Ivan. Aku ini masih bersih.
There was one night I couldn't sleep,
Itu
and I
dia
ended
kan?
up watching
Aneh
Gwaynaifan's
banget animasinya.
live stream. I've never heard anything like it. I
Aku lumayan bersyukur
subscribed
sih.
straight away.
Next patch-nya ini
It was
cewek
meant
semua
to
kreator
be.
babnya. Jadi
Her
aku pasti
attire is very
kebagian
Xianzhou,
kreator
but it
cewek
feels like
finally ya.
she's
Setelah
not from the law
setelah gacha
She's not from
Masal
any of the
kreator
Xianzhou
cowok.
ships. I think her real name was Guinevere or something. Anyway, Gui means fine wood, Nai means to exist, and Fen means fragrant. Su Shang came up with it for her. She's her bestie.
What lovely
Queen
imagery.
Ivan.
I
Fun
know.
fan dia.
Plus, if you think about it, Guinevere and Gwaynaifen do sound kind of
Dia
similar.
tahu baca Queen
If
Ivan
you
tapi dia
say them a
yang
few
fan-nya
times,
dulu
right?
fan, bukan fan.
We might want to steer clear of wordplay, March. I heard the Xianzhou issues fines for that.
Huh? Seriously?
Xianzhou culture is vast and profound. There's still much to learn.
Gwaynaifen says that Su Shang is always
Stefan, dia masih
schooling
ada
around
jembolnya.
local
Oh, masih
culture and
Stefan.
customs. Su Shang is as Xianzhou as it gets. I feel like everything I learned about the Xianzhou I learned from them.
Live streaming, Kwaiban, a passion for Xianzhou culture. Gwaynaifen seems like a girl of many talents.
She is! Although I feel like she mainly uses them to impress her bestie. Did you know that Gwaynaifen is actually a street performer? Not to mention she's also super talented on the battlefield. Gwainifin is a fire-type character following the path of nihility. When using her skill, Blazing Welcome, Gwainifin launches firecrackers, dealing fire damage to her target and adjacent enemies with a chance of inflicting burn. After unlocking the trace, High Pulse, her basic attack, Standing Ovation, also has a chance of inflicting enemies with burn.
I'm curious.
Beauty
Why
dong.
firecrackers exactly?
Gwainifin says that in Cienjo Legends, artists use firecrackers to fend off scary beasts. In return, the nobility supported the artists financially. Gwainifin is just continuing the tradition, and friendly locals are only too happy to support her. Funnily enough, her talent is called Patreon Benefits. When Gwainifin is on the battlefield and an enemy sustains burn damage, there's a chance they'll enter a Fire Kiss state. Fire Kiss is stackable and limited to a set number of turns. While in the Fire Kiss state, enemies sustain increased damage. Which reminds me, I think Gwainifin live-streamed a battle once too. Her ultimate, watch this showstopper, summons and detonates an even bigger firecracker in the form of a D-Ting, dealing fire damage to all enemies. Targets already inflicted with burns sustain additional damage as a set percentage of the fire damage.
Itu bagusnya
Is this what the kids call going viral? I'd love to see her content
nongol di
live stream
kamera
data.
deket tuh lucu
I
sih.
bet it was an instant hit.
About that, her stream was taken down halfway through. I think she violated the platform's fire safety policy.
Oh.
What do you think? Got a better picture of Gwainifin now?
And I can see why you're so fond of her.
Cool, isn't she? I'll message you the link to her streams right now. Sometimes she even sends gifts to her fans. Hey, Gwailings, check this out. Scale Gorge spring water, clear and tasteless, rich in calories. One sip. Ah, you just saved yourself a meal. Actually, I bought some 5-liter Scale Gorge spring water during Gwainifin's last stream. When you're watching her stream, you gotta be ready to grab the deals. They're awesome!
Wait a minute, March. If that's the case, those bottles of Scale Gorge spring water in the Express's storage room, you bought all of
Kota
those?
Sastros.
Yeah? What about them?
Interesting. Just the other day, Welt was telling me about his new healthy lifestyle habits. Apart from exercise, he's been drinking 8 glasses of water a day. Strangely enough, he's gained a little weight. Guess it must have been...
So
Wait.
Mr. Yang was drinking the... it's
Misty,
getting
masih
late,
ada
Himeko.
jumbo, oh,
We
masih
should
Misty.
get back to the show. The next person we'll be talking about is Topaz.
Sure. So, who's Topaz?
Actually, I don't know either. But the director said that Topaz works for the IPC. She even knows that presenter, Albert. Speaking of, let's get him on the line. He can introduce Topaz. Albert? Albert! Ah!
Ooh, and whether or not your world has a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm your good buddy Albert.
Why
Jadi
did
itu
our
kayak
art
perkenalan
style
VTuber
change?
Mat Seven kah?
On
Cita
my
lo mau
show,
jadi
we go by my
mau
style.
VTuber kah?
Up next, allow me, Albert, a professional Interastral Peace Corporation anchor, to introduce to you my guest and IPC colleague, Topaz.
Tak ada. Saya ingin jadi babi. Seandainya aku babi.
Topaz is a rising star in the IPC Strategic Investment Department, currently heading up the Special Desk Picket team. She's a combination of youth, elegance, and remarkable ability.
The Special Desk
Dan the
Picket
Han.
Team. I think I've heard of them.
Well, as you may know,
Okay, berarti
among
aku
the
dapat Terhadap
universe's
Fire.
major investors and lenders,
Saingan
the
Hook berarti.
IPC is a big fish. And with so many venture capital projects, there are bound to be bumps in the road. Topaz is our go-to person to smooth out the bumps and make sure we recover.
Katanya cakep-cakep sih, jadi aku dapat
I get it.
siapa aja sebenarnya nggak masalah sih. Cuman emang
corporation's in the
Cingyu emang nggak ada brand.
When dealing with
Animasinya juga keren masalahnya.
Topaz's methods are swift and
pusing aku.
effective, saving the IPC from many a potential loss. She also has a great knack for investments, turning even the bleakest projects into success stories and ensuring huge returns for the corporation.
Wow, impressive. Does she have some kind of superpower?
Within the walls of the IPC, there is indeed a rumor that Topaz's stellar success might have something of the supernatural about it.
Oh?
Supernatural? Oh, reminds me of Gwen Ivan's ghost hunting streams.
Ghost hunting? Let's not jump the gun. When people think of Topaz, they don't think about ghosts, but a certain unmistakable companion. I'm talking about her warp trotter, Numby. They may look like a cute mascot, but Numby
Dia masih ada
is
jumbonya.
Topaz's
Betul, dia masih
trusted
ayam.
sidekick.
Nggak usah ngetek yes mama XLXV aku lihat.
On the battlefield. Numby has a keen sense for sniffing out wealth. Security checks, debt settlements, and calculations are all child's play for this little piggy. Together with Topaz, they traverse the cosmos, resolving any and all debt disputes that could threaten the IPC's operations. Numby is a legit employee. They even have an official role and title.
Really?
Really? And don't forget, the corporate world mirrors the battlefield in more ways than one. Topaz's prowess in the former is just as swift and formidable in the latter. And you better believe Numby plays a huge part in that. Topaz and Numby are fire-type characters, following the path of the hunt.
Ada kayak
At the
pet
start
dong.
of an allied turn, if no enemy on the battlefield is inflicted with proof of debt, Topaz will inflict this state on a random enemy, thereby boosting the follow-up attack damage they receive. During battle, Numby starts out with an initial speed and acts autonomously, attacking enemies inflicted with proof of debt. Excluding Numby's own turns, every time an ally follow-up attack hits an enemy inflicted with proof of debt,
kayak
Numby's
Jingyuan.
action is
Lama.
advanced forward.
Gak demen aku
Seems
gameplay
like
yang ini.
Numby and Topaz share a strong bond.
They make a tight unit. Speaking of
bola apa
which,
tek? Kenapa tuh?
Topaz's skill, difficulty pan, is able to reallocate proof of debt to a different target, allowing Numby to immediately launch an assault and deal a set percentage of Topaz's attack as fire damage to the new target. This counts
Aku gak
as a
demen yang
follow-up.
serangan
Topaz's ultimate turn
kayak
of
ada
profit
summon-summonnya
allows
gitu, gak
Numby
demen
to
sih di
enter
game-game
the
gini.
Windfall Bonanza state. In this state, damage and crit damage dealt by Numby both experience an increase. If that wasn't enough, every time an ally's basic attack, skill, or ultimate hits an enemy inflicted with proof of debt, Numby's action is additionally advanced forward. After Numby launches a set number of attacks, this effect is dispelled.
Whoa, Numby's got moves.
Ya, aku belum ngulang sih itu.
I believe
Nggak
that
nangkep
if you
sih, cepetan
treat
gitu.
all living things with
Ya just dia
genuine
kayak
care,
semacam ada
regardless
lightning
of
rod
whether they're
moment ya.
human, they'll respond in kind.
Hold on to your hats, folks. Numby's not done yet. Topaz and Numby's technique, Explicit Subsidy, allows Topaz to summon Numby when entering a map. Numby then automatically seeks out basic treasures and trotters within a certain range, leading Topaz right to the loot. The best part? Trotters won't be alerted to their approach, and this effect doesn't even consume technique points. If Topaz and Numby enter combat after using their technique, our little warp trotter regenerates a set amount of Topaz's energy after launching their first attack. If Topaz and Numby are still in the team after winning a battle entered in this way, the team receives a small amount of additional credits up to a set daily limit. The above
dikasih
also
limit.
goes for winning battles
tapi
entered
ya,
in this way within the simulated universe.
kali bakalan
But instead of
farming
credits,
terus gitu.
the team receives a small amount of cosmic fragments with a chance to bag a random curio.
That's quite the
Buset,
skill set.
ngapa ke
Seems
simulated
like
universe, coy?
Topaz and Numby have a bad cop approach to debt collection.
All that and no debuffs. We might as well call Numby the omnipotent cosmic piggy bank.
Careful now. If there's an eon of prosperity out there, I doubt they want competition. Truth be told, Topaz doesn't care much about Numby's wealth-generating abilities. Here at the IPC, she has a reputation for being clean as a whistle. Money just isn't that important to her. Money is a means, not an end. Work should make you happy. Topaz looks after Numpy because she loves them. Simple as that.
Seandainya aku dipelihara orang karena dia suka sama aku.
Version 1.4, Stagnant Shadow Shape of Scorch will be going live. Beat it, and you can snag the essential material required for Topaz and Goodnight.
Ya, aku bakal nge-spam di sini berarti besok.
Albert, are you sure Topaz is just your colleague? It feels like she's got a way bigger role than you.
What? Clearly, you've never worked in a top-tier company. In esteemed enterprises like ours, we stress a horizontal approach to management. As long as one has their own methodology, finds their own niche, and employs their own strategy, they can exert unlimited influence and change the fate of a project.
Himeko, is he making any sense to you?
I'm not quite following.
Iya toh, masa aku bohongan, aku sakit, ngapain aku bohong? Alamak. Beneran sakit tuh.
Those dazzling slides on Topaz? Yup, my creation. Impressive. It's all about making yourself indispensable in the workplace. And if Topaz were here right now, she'd acknowledge my presence with the utmost respect.
How's it hanging, Owly? Hi, viewers.
Topaz!
That's my name. Don't wear it out. You guys
Animasi
probably
untuk
mentioned
QS nih
already,
kawan-kawan sekalian.
but I work in the Strategic Investment Department at the IPC headquarters. It's an honor to be here for Miss March 7's show today, and to meet Miss Himeko.
Hi, Topaz!
Nice to meet you too.
Director Topaz, what brings you here?
A while ago, we received an investment application from the Interastral Peace Media Department. Seems the IPM's presenters want to expand the program's reach. As such, the corporation sent me to evaluate the program's performance.
Director Topaz, I'll show you my expertise right now. So without further ado, let's unveil version 1.4's eagerly awaited 5-star characters.
Ini aku udah lihat sih yang ini.
1.4 in the
Yang jelas si Cheng Liu yang pertama dan kabar bahagianya adalah Pinai Pendi
5-star character Cheng Liu. And during the second phase of 1.4, 2 character event warps will become available. In the character event warp, Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star characters Topaz and Numpy. Meanwhile, in the character event warp Butterfly on Sword Tip, the limited 5-star character Zila will be making a return. And I almost forgot to mention,
aku itu lihat Pinai Pendi ada di bannernya Topaz tuh langsung kayak wah dapat 2 cuy karakter ceweknya cuy.
Look at that! It's Zila! Feels like forever since we last saw her in Belobog.
Characters aside, we're also eagerly anticipating version 1.4's 5-star light cones. At 1.4's first phase light cone event, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone, I shall be my own sword, will be boosted.
Be my own
sword. Sword-wielding beauty again.
Standing there in the moonlight without her blindfold, amidst all those flowers. Quite the sight.
Unforgettable!
Meanwhile, in 1.4's second phase light cone event warps, the drop rates for the 5-star light cones, Worrisome Blissful, and In the Night will be boosted.
Wow, Topaz is so lucky to be surrounded by so many cute fluff balls. Can we get one for the Express, Himeko? Oh, please?
I'm afraid that might not be possible. I remember Pom Pom saying they're not keen on having anything that sheds fur in the carriages.
But Pom Pom sheds tons of fur!
You know, trotters like Numpy
Iya saya
make
tebak
great
nambahan
companions.
full up damage.
They're non-shedding, low maintenance, and super squishy. Plus, they can snip out valuable treasures. Or, what about adopting a talking bird? Like Owly here.
Wait, what? Absolutely not. I'm the star of the IPM. And that wraps up today's Warp and Light Cone segment. Director Topaz, I was wondering, how did you rate my performance?
Let's talk about that later. The reason I'm here for March's show today
Topaz
is to present
semacam
some small gifts to our esteemed viewers on behalf of the IPC.
Apa ya?
I'm not the best
Semacam
at
pemungut
crafting
cukai.
presentation decks, but here's
Tukang
the
ngambil
slide I
pajak
worked up.
atau dia semacam direktur Not this ad. No, not gonna sit you. No. Oh ya, no. Dia semacam
Great, you could
direktur
take time out of your schedule to be on the
membuat
show.
special
You
program
must be
ini atau
pretty
apa gitu kayak newspaper gitu.
Well, the corporation
Yeah,
is
debt
a
collector,
big part of my life. In fact, me and my team are heading out to business
Nah,
on
ada kode-kode,
Eurilo
nah.
6 very soon. Taking part in today's program was a nice change of pace for me.
Oh, really? Eurilo 6? We've been there. So, is this a debt collecting
Uang lagi
trip?
utang.
I'm afraid I can't comment
Tapi kenapa
on
di
internal
bosnya
IPC matters.
all ini?
That
All
said,
gua ini.
I heard the Express crew will be heading to Eurilo 6 for the Trailblaze Continuance Future Market. Looking forward to seeing you all in Belobog.
Huh? How did you know about that?
Preliminary research is
mission.
crucial for the smooth progression of any project. Our data collection lead informed me about a significant site on Eurilo 6 known as the Pillars of Creation, a memorial symbolizing centuries of Belobogian resistance. Out of respect, I intend to pay a visit there with a few colleagues.
Colleagues?
Oh, where are my manners? Let me introduce them. Senior staff, team leader,
Oh, musuh baru.
grunt, field personnel, and grunt, security personnel.
They look pretty slick, but I can't help but wonder.
Are they enthusiastic about a trip to an ice planet?
I'm afraid enthusiasm doesn't come into it. The IPC's balance sheet isn't the best right now. We haven't got the capital to outsource missions like these.
That explains the recent disturbance in the corporation. As if thousands of voices suddenly sighed in exhaustion and were suddenly silenced.
Let's set that aside for now. You know, I've heard all about the
Macam
achievements of the
main
Astral
quest kah atau gimana?
Express.
Programnya bukan.
I also heard
bukan
that
main
the
quest.
train's navigator was a lady of unparalleled beauty and talent. It was a pleasure to meet you at last, Miss Himiko.
Another reason for coming on the show today? I hope I lived up to your expectations.
You exceeded them. Next time, let's see if we can meet up in person.
I'm sure we can make that happen. Once your work in Belobog is done, perhaps you'd like to drop by the Express.
Ya, dia belok ya.
It's a deal. I've always wanted to set eyes on the Express.
Jeez. Can we get a room for these guys already?
Get a room? What does that mean?
As another gesture of the corporation's goodwill, I'd like to introduce a brand new event for everyone to take part in.
Oh, woohoo!
Nice!
Recognized universally as the leading video game brand, Ethereum Wars is set to unveil an offline fan event on Eurilo 6, the Interastral Tournament Festival.
Ethereum Wars? What's that?
Think of it as a holographic video game. To secure a spot in the grand final, contestants must collect and nurture ether spirits, which can be found within victory zones.
Ether spirits?
I'd venture to guess they're much like Numby here. Digital replicas of creatures designed to serve as combat companions.
Right you are, Miss Himiko. Your knowledge in this area is surprising.
I've heard a thing or two about the IPC's research and cultivation programs. Am I right in
Kita kan
assuming
ngeliatin
that the aim
musuh
of this
gitu.
event is to analyze
Kayak musuh
the
ada serangan.
suitability of different species as fighting companions?
Correct. And we stand by our promise that no real-life creatures will be harmed during Ethereum Wars. The IPC has renovated an old weapons testing ground to serve as a tournament venue. We've also set up victory zones in
Pokemon,
different
bro.
locations. Herta Space Station,
Ada
Eurilo
aneh.
6, and the Xianzhou Luofu. Those who manage to defeat the championship contenders in each victory zone and complete the hyperlink challenges will be greeted with
Mirip
generous
Pokemon
rewards.
modelnya.
It's also worth noting that ether spirits, both allied and enemy alike, are classified
Ya,
into
mirip
3
Pokemon
types:
sini.
mechanical, humanoid, and aberrant. In combat, these types have a cyclical relationship, with each one countering another. Attacking enemies that are vulnerable to your current ether spirit's type will allow you to deal extra damage.
Oh, itu kayak nggak ada deh
Picking a
di
type that
kita lawan
counters
musuh
your
itu.
opponents is super important.
You got it. Furthermore, as you advance through the competition, you'll gain access to the even more formidable Overlord ether spirits, which can be developed to boost their combat prowess.
So the deeper you delve into the competition, the fiercer the fights become. This is gonna be quite the contest. You okay there, March 7th?
Ether spirit? happy. Let's see. Whoa, a gold Albert!
Miss March, do I
Ngapain
look
lu?
like some battle pet to you? You can't just collect anything
Oh
and everything.
alah, yeah.
Just curious.
A reminder to
Yeah,
our
maksudnya-
esteemed contestants. Numerous players from across the
Ceritanya kayak
universe will
nangkep
be
bosnya
partaking in
itu, bosnya
Ethereum
binatang
Wars.
soalnya.
As you progress, new opponents will be revealed. After completing all challenges, exhibition matches await, where you might end up face-to-face with some unexpected opponents. And should you rise to the occasion and overcome the Interastral Tournament Festival challenges, you'll receive IPC-sponsored eligibility for a specially
Millie.
selected 4-star character. And there
Millie.
you have it, the full rundown on Ethereum Wars. Hope you all have fun, and remember to treat your combat companions kindly. I've got a meeting to get to.
Aduh.
Bye for now.
Huh? You're leaving so soon?
Serval Pela.
But I'm sure our paths will
Serval
cross again.
Buka.
Over to you and Albert. Keep up the good work. There will be a year-end bonus for everyone when we roll out the new project.
Thank you, Director. Your wisdom, foresight, and mentorship know no bounds. Take care now. Stay safe out there.
I should be going too. There's some maintenance on the Express to attend to. Hope to catch you all soon.
Thanks for all the help, Himeko. See you soon.
Are they gone?
Gone?
Topaz and Himeko.
I think so.
Are you sure?
Yes, take a look for yourself. See? Told you, all gone. Nobody here but me. Nobody else on the line.
Whew, that's a relief. All those gifts. If you ask me, Topaz is just abusing her position to engage in a personal pastime.
Huh? Topaz's personal pastime?
Apa sih kok
What's
Sas?
that?
Isn't it obvious to you? Maybe
Gak
you should take
bisa
another look
bersama
at the
burung,
specifics
bro.
of this event.
Let me think. I got it! So Topaz's personal pastime is hunting.
Duh? Hunting? Miss March, what gave you that impression?
Well, isn't that right though? I'll show you. This event is all about sneaking up slowly and then... Hey!
Whoa, slow down a second. Topaz's pastime is cuddling creatures, not hunting them. As soon as she gets home, she grabs her pets and cuddles the heck out of them. She's got hundreds at her company apartment.
Huh? Did you say hundreds? How does she have the space?
Bang, kok,
her
kok
company
animasinya
apartment
mulus ya
is
bang?
An ecological starship. Meanwhile, my feathering butts in his studio from the 2020s. Topaz lives it up in a giant starship over at corporate HQ. Well, I get by on packed lunches in the middle of nowhere. Hang in there, Albert. Let's shift our attention to some of the other thrilling events coming our way. First off, during the 1.4 release, the Planar Infinity event is making its debut. Herda
lagi
and
kah?
3 other members of the Genius Society made some small renovations to the simulated universe, but each of them threw a spanner in the works. With the code damage, the universe is beginning to expand exponentially. Madam Herda wanted me to pass a message on to our trailblazers. Don't panic, just a minor bug. You will be compensated.
Minor bug? Really? It doesn't sound like it.
It's true! The spanners in question cause the simulated universe's blessings and curios to multiply. As such, in Planar Infinity's Ordinary Plane challenges, trailblazers can obtain some wonderful buffs.
For example?
For example, a cosmic big lotto that won't disappoint?
Oh, wow!
See what I mean? Following an ordinary plane challenge, trailblazers will enter Herda's manic plane with their buffs in tow. Every time trailblazers successfully challenge a wave of enemies,
Di Genshin
a
tidak
floor is
begitu,
successfully
Bang.
cleared. As floors are cleared,
Gila, tiap patch ada
trailblazers
endgame
will face
tambahan
off against
dong.
increasingly
Aduh.
difficult enemies until...
Uh-oh. I knew there was a catch. Now we have to fight attrition warfare?
Herta wants to test the limits of the simulated universe's memory. Don't panic, Ms. March.
Auto.
As long as
Okay lah, auto.
Trailblazers obtain as many buffs as they can in the ordinary plane challenges, they'll be able to face down the manic plane with full strength. Trust me, in the simulated universe, anything is possible.
Really? I don't believe you.
You must believe me! I promise, Trailblazers. It's a walk in the park. I'm begging you.
Now I really don't believe you.
And of course, Wordwood version 1.4b. Without the ever
Saya suka Honkai Star Rail.
Come on, y'all. Give it up in the back. Let's hear it for checking in.
Woohoo! Check in.
Also
Gila.
in 1.4.
Ya, patch ulang tahun ya, guys, ya. Ya, patch ulang tahun ya, kayak sebelah ya, guys, ya.
In the story, Trailblazers can now pause dialogue and review surrounding context. All that juicy lore and tasty exposition buried under trigger-happy mouse clicks, waiting
Bagus
to
tuh.
be rediscovered.
This doesn't mean you can make new choices, though. So always make choices that you
diganti
know
tidak
you won't
begitu.
regret.
We'll also be seeing the return
Bisa.
of the planar fisher
Diganti
and the
nggak
realm
begitu,
of the
Bang.
strange events.
Artifact gak pernah double kan.
Challenging the simulated universe and
Artifact gak pernah double kan.
a set amount of
Aduh.
double rewards.
Itu udah double rewardnya platinum, udah double rewardnya
Some
pelik
people are
biasa
farming the cavern
coy.
like crazy every day.
Gila.
They can save themselves some
Ya
time.
ampun bro.
Would you be one of those
Anak
people,
TV
Miss
tenang
March?
gila.
Me?
Habis
No
tinggi
way.
aku.
Pom Pom never stops talking about that mysterious recipe they found. Things are gonna get real busy soon.
And what's a recipe got to do with being busy?
It's not just the recipe. Pom Pom's been talking about organizing a whole food tour event. So strange. Nobody even knows where the recipe came from. What if Pom Pom runs into bad guys on the tour? I need to protect the conductor.
Ha! I get
Mana
it
ya?
now. You want to pose as a bodyguard to get a bunch of free
Holo-
snacks.
Hey, that's
holographic
slander.
holographic
Food tour will
ticket.
be following the express around the world. Keep your eyes peeled for official
Ini
announcements
di mana
on
ya?
when and where
Ini
we'll
di mana,
be
bro?
stopping.
Hey,
Infokan
I'm
ini di
the
mana bro?
one that leaves people in suspense around here. And now
Time to
for
Fish
the
ada
moment you've all
bukan
been
namanya
waiting
Time
for.
to Fish kan restoran
Redemption
Time to Fish.
codes.
Codes.
We are honored to introduce Honkai Star Rail to the PlayStation 5 on October 11th.
October 11.
PlayStation 5 is
Besok
a perfect
dong.
platform for this space journey, allowing our team to tap into full potential of the console.
The story of Honkai Star Rail is only getting started. Now with added technical features on PlayStation 5, we invite PlayStation gamers worldwide to join us in this breathtaking space fantasy.
Climb aboard the Astro Express.
Oke, besok
on
saya main
October
pakai
11th.
PS.
Adventure
Akunnya bisa
no
di-link tapi
limits.
enggak ya?
And may this journey lead us starward.
Besok dong, pas update dong.
Well, that's everything for today. Thanks for tuning in to our special program and see you in the...
Wait! Albert! Who's the main presenter here? Shouldn't I be the one to bring the show to a close?
My bad. Force a habit. In that case, is there anything our main presenter would like to say to the audience?
Let me think. Don't forget to like, follow, and share. Let's get to 50 billion views.
50 billion. You might want to take a few zeros out there, March. Anyway, I got a flap. They're not paying me enough overtime, that's for sure. So whether or not your world has a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and get yourself home already. Albert, sign it off. Bye-bye.
Wait, Albert! He really made a break for it. Anyway, so that's all for today's program. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I'm your host, March 7th, wishing all you guys a great day!
Oh, ada lagi.
Finally! I'm exhausted. Huh? Actually, I was feeling super nervous. Oh, no. You guys did all the hard work. Thank you. Huh? Is the program link up already? I'll share it with my friend. Hey, you see my stream just now? You said you'd be tuning in.
Ya bikin macet semacam VTuber ini.
Already up,
Motif
by the
Lumi
way.
kali.
I just shared with you. Remember to watch the whole thing. I'll be checking.
Menunggu bantal Lumi. Ya. Ini aku udah siapin nih. Coba. Wah. Ada dalik story dibaca story itu atas ya story dalik loh dalik ya dalik saudara-saudara ya apa alon-alon bos nggak lik ya saudara ya nggak lik di story ngerjain storynya makanya production apa ya. Ya wangi, terima kasih Kak Satya. Dia ada dua mode gitu, aku masih nggak ngerti banget maksudnya apa dua mode gitu. Apakah ngubah modenya dari skill kah atau gimana gitu? Pedangnya jadi besar kan? Ya jadi kayak climber gitu. Itu ultimate-nya tuh angle-nya tuh aduh kayak seolah-olah kayak showcase bukan ini, this is not ability showcase, this is body showcase. Ayo memamerkan lekukan tubuhnya, aduh game porno ya. Ya ini berarti bentar loh. Already surpassed my limits.
10.000 dari Hyo. Pesan.
Dia wajib gacha.
Pakai blindfold apa dia keturunan klan Gojo?
Nggak bro, ada hubungan sama lore-nya bro. Cuman aku nggak ngerti bro. Ada hubungan sama lore-nya. Intinya kalau dia pakai blindfold dia bikin nggak bisa lihat sesuatu. Nah, kalau dia lihat sesuatu yang berhubungan dengan masa lalunya dia akan kerasuki sama marah gitu. Aku dengar sekilas gitu. While in the spectral transmigration state, effect resistance increase after using transcendent flash. Gue istilahnya berbeda ya. Spectral transmigration, transcendent flash. This action will be advanced forward. Okay. Spectral transmigration ultimate damage is increases. Oke, dia berarti pakai yang ice bisa tuh. Man palingan lawan overkill kalau damage-nya banyak. Ya maksudnya destruction kan? Destruction oke lah. Spy jalannya fokus semua yang katanya. Regenerates energy and obtains regenerates energy yang benar aja bro. Tingin ada saingan nih. Enhance skill. Ini keren banget sih. Ini keren banget bro. Bukan ultimate-nya bro. Ini yang keren bro. Ini udah kayak Moonblade Dance. Keren banget. Ini yang aku mau di Genshin, bro. Tapi nggak pernah muncul. Sekali muncul karakternya pakai tangan, tidak pakai pedang. Ini udah karakternya pakai pedang. Animasinya wah, jadi keren banget deh. Temen-temen munculnya ning Honkai Star Rail ya. Terus pas dimana timing aku nggak bisa gacha, aku harus gacha karakter lain. Aduh. Saatnya mengeluarkan jurus rahasia. Kalian bisa nonton besok keluarin jurus rahasia gua, awas kok. Udah itu. And a proportional amount of ice damage to adjacent targets. The ability doesn't consume skill points. Jadi yang skill buat apa dong? Tekan celengan. Person transmigration. Waduh, penjelasannya ampun. Kalau sak moto, aduh, bacanya pusing aku. Loh. When Qing Liu has earned these stacks, she enters the spectral transmigration state with her action advanced and her crit rate increased. Then Qing Liu's skill Transcendent Flash is enhanced to Moon on Flash. Namanya juga Moon dong, aduh. And only this enhanced skill is available for use in this battle. When Qing Liu uses attack, HP from all other allies equal to a percentage of their respective. Oh, this cannot reduce its like HP on Qing Liu's attack increases proportionally based on the total HP consumed from all allies for this attack, capped at a percentage of her base attack. Attack-nya Qing Liu akan nambah berdasarkan total HP yang diambil oleh temennya. Untuk serangan ini dibatasin oleh persentase. Nggak ngerti ini aku, maksudnya persentase. Oh, oke, mudeng. Maksudnya nambah. Ini wiki buff ya, berarti bukan serangannya. Damage-nya dia convert
$10.000
dari HP-nya temennya jadi damage.
Meanwhile reward game sebelah malah dikasih pistol gelembung. Emang game adik-adik terkedik-kedik.
Aku belum klaim lagi. Ya, terima kasih bro. Aku belum klaim tuh. Jadi dia ambil HP temennya buat jadiin attack-nya Qing Liu. Terus attack-nya Qing Liu ada limitnya berdasarkan base attack-nya, persentase. Ya. Oke, ngerti. Qing Liu's attack increases proportional percentage total. Ya, oke. Lasting until the current attack ends. Oke. Qing Liu cannot attack. Qing Liu cannot enter the spectral can until the current spectral situation. Aduh. Ini terjemahannya aneh banget ini. Atau kalimatnya aneh lah, bukan terjemahannya, kalimatnya. Qing Liu nggak bisa masuk ke mode spectral transmigration lagi ketika Qing Liu nggak bisa masuk transmigration lagi sampai mode spectral transmigration lagi selesai. Ya iya tuh, kan kamu sudah memasuki mode tersebut. Emang kamu bisa masuk ke mode itu lagi? Kan kamu udah masuk di mode itu gitu loh. Ini kalimatnya aneh banget ini dan kayak menu-menuin teksnya bikin pusing. Aduh. Ini nggak perlu ditulis ini. CGG can stack this times when CGG stacks becomes 0, Qing Liu will exit the stack. Posisi CGG itu apa sih? Transcendent. Deals ice damage to a single enemy target and gains a number of stacks. Oh, seneng stack. Oke, kalau stack skill. Basic attack skill. Sini aku suka. Karakternya wis keren banget, wangi nah. Terus nek ngasih rameta, wah bangetan banget kok developer yo. Gains a number of stack of CGG. Berarti bisa ER nih. Dia main ER, isi ultimate dapat stack. Keren nih, aduh. Ini terkadang pakai stres ya. Aku kalau akunku gacha topas gak dapet dong, aduh pusing. Dia skill buat dapetin stack CG ini
dari pemain game anak
atau dari ultimate
pesan, apakah
skill
perlu
dapat
pensi Genshin
atau ultimate
karena
dapat
HSR
stack.
lebih baik dari segi endgame bansos DSB?
Terus setelah dapat sekian stack dia masuk berarti dia bisa skill ultimate terus dia masuk mode itu terus dia gerak lagi terus nge-skill lagi gitu. Susah dong. Make kenapa? Make patah-patah. Sekarang masih patah-patah nggak? Apakah perlu pensi Genshin karena HSL lebih baik dari sekian game bansos? Zaman. Ya mungkin patah-patah karena suaraku nggak jelas bro. Lagi kerok. Ya bebas kamu sih bro, pensi Genshin atau enggak, saya nggak berkehendak ya bro atas yang kamu mau bro. Tapi yang jelas hasil jauh lebih baik segi endgame bansos dan lain-lain yang kamu sebut, iya jauh bro. Cuman Genshin lebih ke explore sih, exploration, seeking treasures. Kalau kamu demen kayak gitu ya nggak masalah ya. Tinggal kamu waktunya banyak nggak? Kalau waktu kamu luang banyak, kamu pengen main game ya Genshin lebih banyak konten, bukan end game konten ya, konten explore termasuk konten kan. Secret hidden nggak jelas, itu banyak banget. Tapi kalau kamu waktunya terbatas, kamu cuma nikmatin animasi ya, konteks stabil adalah kunci ya bro. Kalau aku. Ini kalau aku baca sekilas dari kitnya, intinya dia bisa kayak nge-skill terus ultimate terus dia bisa nge-skill lagi sih.
Dari Richgirl 24, pesan Cie yang bingung gacha Jingliu Topaz atau Seeleko.
Waduh. Aku sih sudah jelas ya bro. Aku sih sudah jelas. Tapi saya tidak bisa. Karena takdir saya F2P. Oke, kalian lock damage in game. Tinggal lihat damage-nya di sini. Pelit, gak bisa lihat. Sabar ya guys ya. Atau mau coba langsung ya. Yang jelas aku ngerti. Ini basic attack banget lah. Ini basic attack banget. Ya oke. Intinya dia nge-skill sama ultimate, dia dapat stacknya dipakai buat nge-skill kayak gini tanpa pakai konsum skill points. Intinya gitulah. Cuman pas serangan ini atau pas yang apa ya? Dia dapat. Oh ya, terus pas serangan tadi itu berarti. Pas serangan tadi dia konsum HP-nya temen. Kesimpulannya artinya kita perlu bawa karakter lain dengan HP scaling, terutama HP-nya yang tebel. Ya, selamat ya, habis bannernya Fuswen langsung dikasih karakter yang cocok lagi dengan karakter tersebut. Ya, Fuswen Blade bisa. Padahal di lore-nya Blade sama Qingliu tarung ya, tapi sini mah jadi kayak satu tim bagus. HP scaling soalnya. It's Blade Fuswen beda-beda elemennya. Healer S kita belum ada ya? Belum ada bro. Healer scaling HP Ash tidak ada. Ya kita cari healernya scaling HP buat Qingliu. Berarti Locha nggak cocok dong. Kalau kalian Locha di build HP kan healnya banyak tuh, nah di build HP aja tuh. Dia semakin tebel nggak mati-mati Locha. Terus dia nyedot attack-nya buat Qingliu semakin banyak. Tapi nggak usah sih, terlalu overkill lah itulah. Lynx kan ini Quantum. Lynx Quantum tuh. Oh yang scaling HP ya. Gak apa-apa, cepat aja pakai cepat udah. Scaling defense gak usah ganti HP ya. Cepatmu ganti HP udah. Cepat. Cepat. Yes. Hesitant weak. Wah, gila Seki boy. Skill. Aduh, jadi bunuh. Keluarkan skillmu. Infokan skill sing-sing-singnya mana? Dimik basic attack kok. Bang, skill bang, please banget bang. Bang. Andi skillnya nggak ono. Emang nggak ada? Aduh, data siapa? Aku udah tahu coy. Aku udah siapin ini explore-nya buat live stream ini. Nggak ada ternyata skillnya ya.
10.000 dari pemain game anak tiri. Pesan, cuman masalahnya susah pensinya, di sisi lain sakit hati sama omongan orang-orang terkait Genshin.
Ya mau gimana, semakin kamu cepat menerima fakta, kamu akan semakin bebas bro. Asli, ini aku udah siapin story-nya buat ngerjain ini ya. Suatu hari karakternya muncul, aku akan live stream dan aku akan memainkan story-nya demi kasih lihat ada Qingliu di sini, udah kelihatan dulu gitu ya. Ternyata tidak ditunjukkan. Lontong. Setidaknya basic tank-nya udah kelihatan wangi. Kadang mau bilau. Ya di story kayak agak jahat banget sih, entah kenapa tak lihat sekilas. Bang, gak bisa di skip bang, angle-nya gak enak.
小僧の実力では陣にたどり着いても殺されるのみ。刹那に命を落とすよ。
Saya harus lewatin ini. Udah coba retreat berkali-kali tapi nggak bisa mundurin. Jadi kayak aku harus selesaiin ini story dulu bentar. Screenshotnya apa sih? Alah, ono cutscene bang. Oh ya itu ultimate-nya bang. Itu ultimate-nya bang. Haya. Ya itu ultimate-nya dikasih lihat di story-nya tuh. Cutscene. Pagi tadi. Ini. Oh bentar. Ya. Finally. Kita hitung. 5.000 doang bro, kurang banget. Oh, bentar aku lupa mute. Pitching ini udah jelas ya. Intinya dia main skill dapat stack, ultimate dapat stack. Stacknya dipakai buat sing right here. Nah, intinya itulah. Sekarang kita lihat netco-nya. Waduh, apa coba ini? When an ally gets attacked or loses HP, the wearer gains 1 stack of Eclipse. Ini kalau dikasih ke character lain, Destruction nggak cocok dong. Orang Destruction yang sering di hit, kecuali sama AoE. Oke lah sama AoE. Okay, nice. Okay, its stack of Eclipse increases the damage of the wearer's next attack by 14%. Wah, tipu tenan. Its stack. When no. Okay, when 3 stacks are reached, additionally enables that. What? These effects will be removed afterwards. Ah ya, ini susah nih, Ini dikasih kata lain susah nih. Susah nih, susah. Waduh, bagus banget tapi. Genshin nggak begitu bang, ngasih lightcone-nya bang, ngasih weapon-nya nggak begitu bang, broken banget nih. Sama masih Fiona HP, scaling HP 1164. Gila, ada ignore defense dong. Buset dah. Udah ngasih crit damage, attack nambah. Ini damage tuh. Ini stacknya damage nambahnya, bukan nambah attack ya. Ini damage coy. Udah crit damage, ini stacknya nambah damage, ini ignore defense.
10.000 dari Misa Junya.
Kuat itu bro.
Pesan bang, kalau LC Jingliu dipakai Daniel terus timcomnya Blade gimana?
Soalnya kalau ini crit damage, stacknya itu nambah attack. Dan itu ignore defense, itu masih sekedar bagus lah. Ini udah crit damage, nambah damage, ngurangi atau ignore defense, sorry. Ignore defense. Bro. Kuat itu. Kuat banget tuh. Gimana bro, sorry? Kalau CL shieldingnya dipakai dan ya plate. Nah, nggak efektif gitu aja.
10.000 dari Richgirl 24. Pesan itu nama LC-nya salah, kau mau protes ke developer, harusnya SHALLB my own WIFE.
Ya bro. Tepat ya, habis Richgirl 24 ya. Cocok buat blade. Ya intinya kalau dikasih ke character lain dalam turn itu kalian harus satu party kena serangan sebanyak 3 kali sebelum turn karakter yang pakai light cone ini. Agak ribet sih. Soalnya ini ignore defense-nya. Hanya kalian dapatkan setelah kalian dapat 3 stack. Kalau kalian nggak dapat 3 stack, kalian nggak dapat ignore defense. Nggak maksimal AKA. Jadi dikasih character lain bisa nggak bisa. Tapi belum tentu maksimal gitu loh. Bedakan cocok dengan bisa. Bisa nggak kasih ke Clara? Bisa lah. Bisa nggak kasih ke Blade? Bisa lah. Tapi cocok nggak? Belum tentu. Kalau musuhnya cuma ngehit kalian sekali, berarti kalian nggak bakal dapet defense dong. Ignore defense-nya nggak dapet dong. Stack-nya juga nggak maksimal di damage-nya. Gitu loh. Jadi kadang kalian nanya, bisa nggak dikasih ini? Ya bisa. Bisa aja. Cocok nggak? Ya belum tentu kalau menurutku. All-star-nya tapi agak-agak sih menurutku. All-star-nya agak-agak. Waduh, tapi 5-star-nya nggak normal sih. Ignore defense. Gila nih. Cuman dia kayak minusnya Ching Liu kayak Tanhang berarti. Jadi rata-rata biasanya destruction lumayan tebel nih, kayak nggak terlalu ya ini ya. Ya nggak terlalu. Cuman dia bawa partinya otomatis yang tebel sih kalau konteksnya party ya. Konteksnya party dia bawa party yang tebel. Nah ini HP, scaling HP. Mana akal. Wuatauw masih ada join boardnya. Wuatauw masih Wuatauw. Ya ada yang versi singkat, aku nggak baca. Apa nih? Oh, ya. Ching Liu trailer. Haruskah kita nonton? Loh, Topas di? Oh iya, Topas besok ya berarti ya. Bentar, Queen Ivan dulu buat ya. Mau nonton?
The Xianzhou.
Xianzhou.
Has met with countless trials. The darkening mists shroud the radiant moon.
Bulan.
Bound by blindness, one is cast into Mara with a sharp blade, yet still powerless against the demons. With this blade as my core, the inner self is purged.
Jepang, Inggris juga bagus kok.
Blade fodder. No matter how you try to cleanse it, remnants of the past return with the snow, powerless, unable to mend past animosities. So I wield my blade to the very end, until the stars have been cut down from the sky. This oath I will never forsake.
Fish?
Him a few times, right?
Ini.
So I Queen on the battlefield.
Ini skill-skillnya DOT.
Gwainithan is a fire-type character following the path of nihility. When using her skill, blazing welcome.
Bentar ya, pakai bahasa Inggris aja ya. Saya bingung kalau pakai bahasa Indonesia.
Gwainithan launches firecrackers, dealing fire damage to her target and adjacent enemies with a chance of inflicting
Apakah burn-nya juga ngaruh ke adjacent target? Kalau iya bagus.
burn.
Oh iya ketok iki. Ketok iya iki. Ini ada kayak inflict burn ini. Belum tentu
After
sih.
unlocking the
Cepetan.
trace high pulls, her basic attack, Standing Ovation, also has a chance of inflicting enemies with burn.
Nggak kelihatan. Nggak kelihatan.
Enemies with a chance of inflicting burn. After unlocking the
Nggak
trace
usah
high pulls, her
nggak
basic
usah.
attack,
Inggris juga
Standing
bagus kok.
Ovation, also has a chance of inflicting enemies with burn.
I'm curious. Why firecrackers exactly?
Gwainithan says that in Cienjo Legends, artists use firecrackers to fend off scary beasts.
Ewi katanya.
Gwainithan says that in
Setidaknya
Cienjo
Jason. Ini basic attack.
Legends, artists use
Jadi basic attack-nya udah nge-burn ya. Basic attack-nya udah nge-burn.
firecrackers to
Dan adjacent target.
Gwainithan says that in Cienjo Legends,
Basic attack bro.
artists use firecrackers to fend off scary beasts. In return, the nobility supported the artist financially. Gwainithan is just continuing the tradition, and friendly locals are only too happy to support her. Funnily enough, her talent is called Patreon benefits. When Gwainithan is on the battlefield and an enemy sustains burn damage, there's a chance they'll enter a fire kiss.
Shift damage by increase receive damage. Increases receive damage.
State. Fire Kiss is stackable and limited to a set number of turns.
Increases receive damage. Berarti semua damage bisa nambah. Nggak cuma spesifik fire damage dia, nggak spesifik DOT, nggak spesifik apa. Cuman increases receive damage itu universal banget bahasanya.
While in the Fire Kiss state, enemies sustain increased damage.
Guys, bahasa Indonesia. Nggak salah aku.
While in the Fire Kiss state,
Ya, bahasa Indonesia juga sama. Too good to be true, haya. Dia DOT, dia apply kayak semacam vulnerability nih berarti. Stacknya sampai 21%. Bro, luka bawahmu masih ulti bro. Ini basic attack kayaknya. Basic attack ya? Sustain.
Gwainithan is on the battlefield and an enemy sustains burn damage.
Sustains burn. Sustains itu artinya kena DOT burn terus nggak mati, itu namanya sustain. Sustain ke bahasa ini. Dia juga bingung ternyata. Ternyata yang bahasa Indonesia juga nggak menjelaskan. Di skip ya terjemahannya. Sustains itu bukan terkena damage. Sustains itu kayak semacam bertahan terhadap sesuatu ya. Kalian udah kena serangan terus kalian bertahan dari serangan itu, kalian masih hidup bertahan, itu namanya sustains tuh. Apa yo? Bukan berkelanjutan. Sustains ki koyo Pio, sustains ki yo aduh mainnya susah tuh. Intinya masih bertahan lah. Kalian kena sesuatu kejadian dan kalian masih bertahan, itu namanya kalian masih sustain, masih bertahan dalam serangan itu ya. Semacam survive tapi bukan survive sih. Kalau survive tuh lebih umum. Kalau sustain tuh kayak kena serangan terus kita bertahan tuh sustain.
Enter a Fire Kiss state. Fire Kiss is stackable and limited to a set number of turns. While in the Fire Kiss state, enemies sustain increased damage.
Atau nih aku bisa, tapi kayaknya enggak sih. Bisa jadi sustain ini di sini adalah bahasa semacam apa sih namanya? Istilah. Kayak waktu itu di siapa namanya? Di Links tuh ada bahasa Inggris tapi menjadi istilah kan, bingung itu jadinya. Itu bisa jadi kayak gitu juga, aku nggak tahu.
Which reminds me, I think Wayne live streamed a battle once too.
Ya ultimate aku udah aneh aja gitu mukul-mukul gong terus tuh si
Ultimate, watch this showstopper. Summons and detonates an even bigger firecracker in the form of
ya, terus ada ini lucu banget sana dilihat.
Dealing fire damage to all enemies. Targets already inflicted with burns sustain additional damage as a set percentage of the fire damage.
Ultimate-nya ngeproc DOT-nya kayak.
Burns sustain additional damage. Bigger firecracker in the form of a D-ting, dealing fire damage to all enemies.
Targets already inflicted with burn, yang udah kena burn, sustain, nah, kena lagi. Tim, ya semacam kayak luka ini berarti. Kalian habis nge-skill terus kalian basic attack yang enhanced version tuh kalian dapat proc DOT-nya mirip kayak gini lah. Tapi versi ultimate ini.
Is this what the kids call going viral? I'd love to see her combat livestream data. I bet it was an instant hit.
Jadi dia ada dia DOT. Aku udah tahu bedanya Thailandnya ngapain tadi? Basic attack.
Welcome, Wayne launches firecrackers, dealing.
Ini aku bingung nih. Skill sama basic attack-nya sama-sama basic attack nggak sih?
After unlocking the trace high pulls, her basic attack standing ovation also has a chance of inflicting.
Oh enggak, single target. Sewa aku. Berarti tadi skillnya yang aku lihat.
Dari someone, pesan, rekomen biar improve bahasa Inggris kok aku masih maba pemula.
Main game pakai bahasa Inggris, nggak tahu kamu cari di Google Translate atau cari di kamus, tahu biar kamu lama-lama nanti tahu sendiri, bro. Ya ini fire itu apa sih? Ya kamu cari di Google Translate. Type-nya apa sih? Nah, kamu lama-lama tahu sendiri, bro. Mainnya di bahasa Inggris. Emang bahasa Inggrisku bagus kah? Anjay. Thailandnya mana sih?
Number of turns, kiss state. Fire kiss is
Bingung dia serangannya apply burn-nya tuh dari skill doang kah? Atau dari tadi basic attack juga ada ya? Intinya dia DOT, terus skillnya serangannya adjacent, terus bisa apply ini tadi increases specific damage kayak semacam vulnerability. Aku sih dari bahasanya increases specific damage itu berarti kayak universal, kayak vulnerability, terus kayak apa ya, vulnerability, defense reduction lah, yang nggak boleh kayak gitulah. Jadi kayak cukup universal nih, semua damage yang kena ke musuh dapat tambahan damage karena di buff fire kiss ini. Dia di buffnya universal banget. DOT di buff yang universal nih, nambah damage. Terus
dealing fire damage to all set.
Terus DOT-nya bisa di-proc dari ultimate. Ya. Ini teknik nggak penting lah ya. Makan skill point saya tidak suka. Sekarang kita lihat Topes.
They traverse the island. Topaz and Numby are fire-type characters following the path of the hunt. At the start of an allied turn, if no enemy on the battlefield is inflicted with proof of death.
If no enemy on the battlefield is inflicted with proof of death. Jika
Topaz will inflict this state on a random enemy.
Increases follow-up attack damage received by 25%. Nambi will target this unit as its attack target.
Thereby boosting the follow-up attack damage they receive. During battle, Nambi starts out with an initial speed and acts autonomously. During battle, Nambi starts out with an initial speed and acts autonomously, attacking enemies inflicted with proof of debt. Out with an initial speed.
Ya, nyerang advance forward si ya turn babinya. Advance forward atau nambah speed ya ini ya. Kalau Qingyuan tuh nambah speed kayaknya. Bentar. Nah, Qingyuan mana? Udah nggak pernah tak pakai ya, nggak pernah muncul. Bentar ya. Aduh, bodo amat. Apa? Akan broken pada di tangan orang yang paling tahu potensinya ya. Yang jelas bukan saya.
And attack damage they receive. During battle, Nambi starts out with an initial speed.
Itu kayak advance forward, nggak mungkin speed sebanyak itu sih. Yang bener aja nambah 33.
Follow up attack damage they receive.
Advance forward itu kenceng banget, nggak mungkin itu speed. Advance forward.
Nambi starts out with an initial speed and acts autonomously. They receive flip this state on a random enemy, thereby boosting the follow-up attack damage they receive. During battle, Nambi starts out.
Nah, dia gerak itu basic attack sih. Ini basic attack karena ini nambah nih, sebelumnya 4.
By boosting the follow-up attack damage they receive. During
ini 4 kan? Berarti ini dia basic attack. Dia basic attack sudah nambah advance forward si babinya itu.
Battle, Nambi starts out with an initial speed and acts autonomously.
Attacking enemies inflicted with proof of debt. Gimana kalau yang random sudah dapat proof of debt, aku nyerang musuh yang lain dapat proof of debt juga. Apakah dia bakal nyerang dua musuh yang berbeda atau satu doang?
With proof of debt, excluding Nambi's own turns. Every time an ally falls.
Attack is its own.
Follow-up attack hits an enemy inflicted with proof of debt. Nambi's action is advanced forward.
Seems like Nambi and Topaz.
Oi, asem. Wah, iki iso mbek Qingyuan iki. Attack siapa lagi sih? Part 7. Mau mbek follow-up attack ya. Elation team.
Debt. Nambi's action is advanced forward.
Seems like Nambi and Topaz share a strong bond.
They make a tight unit. Speaking of which, Topaz's skill.
Ya, kelapa, betul.
Advanced forward.
Seems like Nambi and Topaz share a strong bond.
They make a.
Tapi kalau Qingyuan kelamaan sih menurutku. Sama Qingyuan agak kelamaan. Ya, kelapa lebih bagus lah.
Inflicted with proof of debt. Nambi's action is advanced forward.
Jadi dia advance forward dari geraknya si Topaz sama
Seems like Nambi and Topaz share a strong bond.
They make a tight unit. Speaking of which,
ini skill nih. Ini skill.
Topaz's skill, difficulty band,
is able to reallocate ya. Agak aneh kalimatnya. biasanya relocate dong, nggak usah reallocate. Proof of debt target.
Is able to read.
Oh, berarti cuma bisa ada satu target dong. Tapi bedanya skill sama basic attack apa dong?
The battlefield is inflicted with proof of debt. Topaz will inflict this state on a random enemy, thereby boosting the follow-up attack damage they receive. During battle, Numby starts out with a boosting the follow-up attack damage they receive.
Oh, udah ada tandanya. Oke. Ya, ada tandanya. Oke. Ya, ada tandanya. Nice pause. Pause apa emang aku? Emang saya nge-pause apa?
Difficult. The plan is able to reallocate proof of debt to.
Skillnya juga advance forward. Berarti Topaz main speed. Oh iya, dia hanya aku lupa, sorry.
Topaz's skill, difficulty pan, is able to reallocate proof of debt to a different target, allowing Numby to immediately launch an assault and deal a set percentage of Topaz's attack as fire damage to the new immediately. Is able to reallocate proof of debt to a different target, allowing Numby to immediately launch.
Skillnya langsung bikin babinya nyerang. Skillnya langsung bikin Numby nyerang.
Launch an assault and deal a set percentage of Topaz's attack as fire damage to the new target. This counts as a follow-up attack.
This counts as a follow-up attack.
Topaz's ultimate, Turn a Profit, allows Numby to enter the Windfall Bonanza state. In this state, damage and crit damage dealt by Numby
damage and crit damage dealt by Numby both experience and increases. Okay.
Both experience an increase. If that wasn't enough, every time an ally's basic attack, skill, or ultimate hits an enemy inflicted with proof of death, Numby's action is additionally advanced forward. After Numby launches a set number of attacks,
every time an ally's basic attack, apakah ini harus di mode dia ultimate? Karena dia habis ngomong in this state, kalimat berikutnya dia bilang
experience an increase. If that wasn't enough,
kayak seolah-olah lanjutan dari efek dari buff ultimate-nya.
Damage and crit damage dealt by Numby both experience an or ultimate hits an enemy inflicted with proof of death. An ally's basic attack, skill, or ultimate
semua.
Hits an enemy inflicted with proof of death. Numby's action is additionally
waktu buff ultimate ini.
Advanced forward. After Numby launches a set number of attacks, this effect is dispelled. Forward. After Numby launches a set
turnnya.
Number of attacks, this
agak bagus ini balancingnya. Mereka kasih balancingnya ke Numby, bukan ke Topaz. Jadi yang dapat buff berarti per turn-nya Numby. Bisa cepat habis kalau gitu. Ya, di balance berarti.
Effect is dispelled.
Whoa, Numby's.
I believe that if you build all bond and kind.
Topaz and Numby's take.
Ya, oke, udah ngerti aku. Udah ngerti aku. Ada yang mau ditanyakan? Jika tidak, saya butuh istirahat. Oke, aku udah ngerti semua, bro. Hai, Pela. Kesimpulan. Berkaca aja, bro. Honkai Star Rail mah nggak usah bingung mau gacha siapa, nggak bakalan salah kalian gacha di Honkai Star Rail bro. Tidak seperti game sebelah, bikin pusing. Di sini maka kalian gacha yang mana aja nggak bakalan tak protes. Kecuali gacha standar banner dengan stellar set kalian tanem ini. Hook, seperti Hook, Bella, Luka sama satu lagi siapa? Oh Sampo ya, Sampo bukan ya? Satu lagi siapa ya? Bener gak? Sampo gak? Satu lagi? Apa lagi aku?
Challenges will be greeted with.
Satu lagi siapa ya? Level. Oh, oke. Simpulan JL siapa? Kamal. Oh, Liu, astaga. Terus atau enggak tahu setelah damage-nya kelihatan. Kayak Tan Heng itu kan kita nggak tahu ya, kayak dia cuma nge-damage oke. Terus kita bakal bilang bagus. Enggak lah. Ya dulu bro damage-nya. Ternyata setelah rilis damage-nya buat 60.000. Wah, itu baru kelihatan bagus. Jadi kurang tahu kalau bau. Lebih baik tunggu pas rilis, seperti besok Liu rilis, kita testing, kita tahu damage-nya, di situ akan kelihatan potensinya dan akan bilang bagus atau enggak gitu. Bro kami masih ada join bone. Wuatauw masih bro kami. Citelo naik, jadi besok pagi langsung kerja brutal. Iya, Citelo ya, masih Citelo ya. Another Violet, jangan pura-pura nggak tahu. Aku tahu kamu udah buat videonya. Ya, aku di Singapura aku bikin video gitu ya. Orang dalam wangi-wangi opo nih. Ya. Nah bro, aku belum bikin videonya bro, kan aku ke Singapura. Aku nggak sempet. Orang ini aja baru tahu kitnya Liu sama si Topas sama si siapa namanya itu, satu lagi. Topas sama siapa satu lagi? Queen Evan ya, Queen Evan. Aku baru tahu semua itu, baru hari ini baru tahu, baru lihat. When skill is used, there is a 100% base chance to reduce the target enemy's ice resistance. Oh, nah, bisa dipakai Liu dong. Nope. Text action. Oke. For to turn lumayan juga. Enemy target. Oh. Oke. Oh, servalku udah E4 ya, bisa di-upgrade dong. Oh, ini aku mah fix ambil ini, tinggal ini doang yang belum E4 bro. Ini udah E6 ini tiga-tiganya. Oh enggak, cuman serval sama hook berarti. Oh, ini belum E6 ya. Ini aku fix ambil luka ini. Easy choice bro. Kira kanggu ini. Basic attack sama skill nggak guna. Pelang ngincar E4 buat Liu palingan nih. Kalian ngincar E4 buat Liu, tapi kalian jadi boros skill ya. Aku nggak demen ya. Pela gratis. Pela adalah character yang tinggal basic attack udah. Ya emang kerjanya dia cuma nge-spam ultimate doang. Ini jadi ada harus nge-skill ya. Aku nggak demen ya. Kayak E4 nya buff tapi sekaligus agak bikin boros skill ya. Ya besok ada topes, aku yakin Hook gak bakalan ada yang DP habisnya. Soalnya topes agak jelek ya. Ya Seval oke lah. Ya Pela paling priority kecil lah. Seval luka Hook lah yang jadi priority di Eidolon tuh. Belum punya semua, nggak mungkin. Gratisannya udah banyak ini. Lalu. Ya? Jam 10. Apakah ada pertanyaan? Ya, emang suaraku lagi serak Yunikura, lagi sakit Yunikura. Apakah ada pertanyaan? Pela is 6 gak priority? 6 enggak, menurutku sih enggak. Kecuali kamu build Pela DPS. Menurutku sih enggak tapi. Si signature dan Seval E6 mending pakai siapa? Pertanyaan yang agak lucu. Kata sepuh sih bagusan Seval E6 daripada Qingyuan ya. Aku kurang tahu. Aku nggak E6in soalnya dan aku belum nge-build Seval nih. Jadi kurang tahu aku. Himeko C2 sama topes. Jangan nanya damage ya. Kita belum tahu damage-nya berapa ya. Kayak tadi aja Qingli cuman basic attack, gimana mau tahu damage-nya gimana, bro? Gak tahu, bro. Gak tahu. Jangan tanya yang berkedok leak, bau-bau leak. LC Topaz. Jadi LC Topaz selain signature apa yang cocok? Jadi LC Topaz selain signature. Oh. Dia main follow up dong berarti. Roleplay kayak bisa nggak sih? Ini agak aneh nih. Saya roleplay bisa, cuman aku agak ragu aja lihat tadi itu hitnya banyak atau enggak kita nggak tahu. Terus apakah kalau trotonya mukul kita dapat stack atau itu stacknya berdasarkan serangannya si topes doang? Aku nggak tahu. Masih bingung dua itu intinya aku. Antara berapa banyak hitnya nggak tahu sama babinya nyerang dapat stack nggak. Kalau semakin banyak menjawab iya ya ini bagus dah, gitu aja, kita nggak usah pusingin. Udah lagi. Kenapa dipusingin, bro? Tim DOT Kafka. Ya, Queen Event bisa, bro, buat tim DOT Kafka. Makanya bahagianya aku ada dua, bro. Selain akhirnya saya gacha character cewek, dapatnya dua. Yang ketiga bisa satu tim sama Kafka lagi. Untungnya akunku ada Kafka. Tapi entah kenapa tak pikir-pikir agak kompak banget ya. Kayak akun kakakku emang udah ada Blade, terus dia gacha Qingliu tuh nggak cocok tuh. Terus akunku sudah ada Kafka, aku gacha Queen Event, terus si siapa tadi? Si Topaz itu nggak ada yang cocok ya. Kafka ada follow up attack sih. Oke, follow up attack ya. Seven aku udah ada Clara. Ya, kami berdua tidak ada Clara ya. Set banget ya. Seandainya saja saya punya Clara. Ya, intinya gitulah. Argenti nggak tahu, belum rilis, bro. Cucing dia atau Topaz. Akunku gacha Topaz ya, karena kakakku gacha Qingliu, aku gacha Topaz, gitu aja. Cukup nggak tahu, bro, nggak tahu. Ya, aku udah ada 15 nih. Bisa beli lagi. Murah. Gitu. $15 itu 10 dapat dari yang login itu loh, event login tuh loh, tahu kan? Cuma dapat 10 kan? Ya udah. Aku dapat 10 di situ. Jadi pas gacha fusen kalau kalian lihat dan kalau kalian cermati dengan detail, stellar jet saya habis kan? Tahu kan stellar jet saya habis kan? Tepat sekali stellar jet saya habis. Tapi saya belum ngeklaim tiketnya ini, bro. Aku belum ngeklaim tiketnya ini yang login harian itu. Sengaja. Nanti kalau aku klaim, orang bakalan bilang itu masih ada PS-nya kok nggak gacha. Nanti dikomplain gitu, bro. Makanya stellar jet-nya yang habis. Begitu habis, mulai klaim-klaim. Nah, jadi ada stok lagi, cuy. Supaya saya tidak gacha fusen. Kan ceritanya fusen cuma buat formalitas. Ya tuh. Udah testing juga di akun lain ya kan. Saya bingung-bingung lah ngapain. Udah tahu, bohong. Kamu kan barusan tak kasih tahu ya, kamu udah tahu lah. Ngajar, bro. Orang ini aja masih tak timbun. Mana? F1 ya? Tuh, masih tak timbun ini tuh. Tuh, tak timbun semua ini, bro. Tuh. Kenapa kalau aku emang niat gacha fusen aku udah klaim, bro. Tapi karakternya aku nggak tertarik, jujur aja. Tertarik aku. Kan udah ada babang jepat. Kalau aku klaim saat itu juga pas fusen rilis, aku habis gacha fusen aku nggak dapet topes. Queen Event nggak dapet dong. Milih satu waifu atau dua waifu? Dua waifu tuh, yo aduh, ini jangan diklaim kalau gitu. Udah tak tumpuk ini. Banyak masih. Oke, nanti ya kelihatan topes, ya kelihatan gacanya topes, bro. Nggak tahu ya dapat atau enggak ya. Ya bisa ngecek stellar ya, warp yang lain ya. Ya semoga cukup lah. Saya sih takut ya. Berarti pas gacha fusen udah tahu leak topes? Nggak, bukan masalah leak topes. Aku udah tahu bro tentang topes. Lihat aja besok, aku udah buru-buru bikin videonya. Karena nggak bisa bro, aku ke Singapura gimana mau ngetes? Nggak bisa. Tapi kenapa aku nggak tertarik fusen ya? Nggak tertarik aja gitu aja. Katanya aku nggak tertarik. Cantiknya juga, ya cantik-cantik aja katanya. Cuman agak kayak bukan tipenya aja ya. Coy lebih dibandingin sama topes sama si Qingliu sama Queen Ivan tuh lebih prefer 3 itu daripada fusen ya. Terus kitnya karakter preservation tuh karakter yang agak aku hindari jujur aja ya. Karena sejauh ini tanpa karakter preservation sudah kelar dan aku ada cepat ya. Imagine aku udah ada cepat terus aku masih gacha karakter preservation lagi nanti dimarahin sim cepat sih. Ini aja nggak di-build aja orang udah komplain ya. Apalagi aku gacha preservation terus aku nge-build karakter baru preservation tersebut terus aku nggak nge-build cepat. Tambah dimarahin sim cepat cuy. Galak banget sim cepat bro. Aduh. Kayak nggak usah bro. Nggak percaya apanya nggak percaya. Ya udah kalau nggak percaya. Saya kan nggak maksa buat kalian percaya. Terus udah ada loca lagi. Udah ada loca gacha fusen. Overkill banget lah. Ada loca kan udah aman katanya. Enak, mikir bro. Jadi saksi hidup. Lu ada loca lu aman ya. Udah ada jadi saksi hidup aku bro. Kecuali SU juga nggak butuh. Swamp disaster yang perlu mungkin. Swamp disaster kamu perlu kelarin. Swamp disaster aja kamu nggak bisa pakai fusen buat preservation path.
10.000 dari Yorunikura. Pesan, tipenya yang rambut panjang ya om GPP sama kok aku juga ehem.
Nah harus rambut panjang sih bro. Kayak bukan aja. Masih bocil gitu. Hitnya juga gak suka aku. Kayak dia, aduh, dibilang kayak dia juga susah banget sih. Ini loh, kalian harus use to a different path. Terus kalian nggak pakai pathnya preservation, kalian pakai fusion kan nggak cocok. Tapi kayak fusion mungkin lebih pakai di path yang lain. Terus kalian buat defensive purpose, mana aku nggak demen sih. Aku sih nggak demen ya. Kalau pakai preservation kan kalian harus pakai yang shield, bukan mitigation damage kayak fusion tuh enggak. Jadi ya, cepat itu, cepat all the way itu. Itu mungkin cepat aku pakai cuma buat nyesain itu, preservation itu doang. Gitu bro. Ya kan preservation yang penting lindungi temen, nggak harus nge-shield bro. Lindungi temen nggak harus nge-shield bro. Gacain tiket putih, mau digacain. Nanti dapat bagus sih bi. Kan? Apa saya bilang? Oh dapat bagus ini itu ini kamu. Aduh, bilang susah banget. Wangi tenan toh. Idolon siji tipu tenan. Aduh. Lontong tenan. Kayak tok well teh asem. Oh. Finally. Kalau enggak ya? Jadi dikasih ke Queen Ivan Besho. Sayang sekali Eidolon 1. Eidolon 1 ngapain? Balah kakangku. So still sing stiff. Sayang sekali tidak guna. Set. Super set. Ya. Sudah PT-nya sepertinya. Ya udah PT-nya itu. Iya, set banget. Bro. 6 ya emang ada PT-nya, soft PT. Eidolon nyalainnya nih. Kadang aku nggak nyalain Eidolon, terus kayak emang karakternya jadi nggak maksimal kan. Backseating datang cuy, annoying banget. Tapi kalau dinyalain semua nanti jadi gampang, nggak asik bro. Jadi kayak serba salah gitu. Salah kayak serba salah. Ya kayak standar. Kalau akun abangku kan bukan, maksudnya bukan buat apa ya, bukan buat patokan F2P ya, anggap aja kayak akun orang gitu. Jadi kayak aku mau nyalain semua, maksimalin gitu loh, akun abangku tetap dimaksimalin, tapi dia nggak nge-spend, udah gitu aja kan. Tapi bukan berarti ya terus dapat E1 itu terus nggak boleh nyalain, ya tetap nyalain lah. Bukan akun yang perlu di handicap, akunku aja yang di handicap. Nyalain aja. Nah, kok aku besok gacha topes dapat E1 gimana? Aduh, kopium banget. Nah, nggak usah dibahas, tolong kopium banget. Ah, kapan-kapan lah. Kapan-kapan enggak sekarang. Enggak terlalu impact banget nih E1-nya menurutku. Cuman 60%. Aku sih enggak ngerasa terlalu impact ya ini E1-nya. Harus frozen lagi susah banget. Hah? Cuy, istirahat cuy. Jika tidak ada pertanyaan, istirahat cuy, istirahat. Besok live stream pagi aku, aduh. Ceng Liu coming home ah. Ya, akun kakakku udah ready tuh. Website-nya udah ready. Jadi akun abang Wuatauw bakal gacha yang mana? Akun abangku gacha Ceng Liu. Aku yang gacha topes sama Queen Ivan. Apa nggak gacha soalnya nggak ada character lagi ya? Maksudnya gacha semua, coba foto. Ya, Bapak Sextio Mazuka, Yanukis, Fauzan Yabki, Ezra, Wizi, Laslo, Ichanarko, ya, terima kasih. What's up, fam? Anjas, Trust Me, It's Work, Vicky Bayimat, Yanukis, Vicky Bayimat, Ichanarko, Akbar, Firman Sextio, Mr. Waihu, Anjas, Tunis Tiawan. Kamu muncul sih kicatnya. Yes. Fan reportin masih untuk gift 1 membership ya buat udah support fan reportin aku udah minta tapi masih masih fan reportin udah support masih fan reportin ya masih udah support fan reportin aduh. Babe Wiyama, Rafael Angkuro, Bang Eze, Abdel, Tabu Dawia, Ikan Berenang, Tekundang, Jamal Desolator, Dulalam. Ya terima kasih Citelo sudah nonton dari awal sampai akhir anjay. Babe Angkuro. Besok langsung gacha brutal ya Citelo ya. Tapi pakai akun kakakku aku ndak gacha. Tidak ada Selebar-Lebarnya, Ciamel, Habiyat, Starfruit, Akbar, Nathanael, Sales. Ya terima kasih. Kamu kan nggak main udah kayak stabil Sales. Ya ditunggu aja tapi besok Sales. Bye Habiyat, Ciamel, Night Art, Mr. Waiho, ndak usah sas. Bye Cukup Satset, Ricky Bayimat, Dewa LPG, Muhammad, Haikal Akbar, Hakiki, Joko Satset, Nathanael VK, Istati Anoko, Yayu Aminikura, Hobi, Ikan Berenang, Erlangga, Rama P, ya Oweki, nggak usah nge-spam ya. Bapak Tekundang, Dewa LPG, Aocit, Nathanael, Ikan Berenang, Avolion, Eric Dio, M Sandi, Habiyat, Arden, Joel, Erlangga, Nathanael Delas, Ulup, Rama P, Sofi, Ocit, Joel, Dulalam, Akbar, Hakiki, Wiwiu, Wianokto, Sofi, Nathanael Delas, Immanuel David, Arden, Krisnatian Doko, Kipa punya tadi yang mau jenderal. Aku masa udah dapat bro. Masa udah dapat yang segini. Edolan 1 tuh loh. Gak mau bro edolan 1 tuh. Immanuel David, Wijanarko, Ikan Berenang, Nathanael Delas, Pradipa, Adi Chandra, Ucup, Ikan Berenang, Rafil, Akil F, Habiyat, Nathanael Delas, Lan X, Seiji, Alexa, Sevan, Saki, Ikan Berenang, Akil F, Sextio, Rafikil, Multiadi, Ikan Berenang, Habiyat, Sales, Vita, Yoniku, Akil F, dan nama-nama yang tidak bisa disebut satu-satu. Masih download sampai jumpa di istirahat besok live saya madu istirahat.